Cancelled last night, and now they told us the flight has been cancelled again.
Nimeleta brother yangu ambaye anaenda Brazil kwa sababu ya masomo. Na hapa tumefika mwendo wa saa 5 na alikuwa anapaswa kusafiri mwendo wa saa 11.
Amwe a athii mataririe gukorwo maikarite guku makiria ma mathaa 5 matari na umenyo wa kana ni mekuoha thabari cia kuria o mundu eguthiaga.
Nyiri gukinya Nairobi cost a lot tondu rahuthira makiria ma 12,000 tondu urathi na ngari private na tondu ni utuku na riu twatara hathara tondu ona gucoka tugucoka na fare
tondu gukirara guku tungirara guku na tutumire mbeca nyingi muno ira itecio na ndaigu ginya indo iri guku ina goro muno.
Thina uyu ukumanite na ndugamano gatagati ga kiama kia aruti wira ruhonge-ini rwa ukui wa ndege na urugamiriri wa uramati wa ukui wa ndege na aruti wira makoretwo magikaya mateta mao kwaga guthikiririo.
Ndoria kayo gati baria ndero ati kana tugurage gana ni magana 3 ndukona na kuvuta no tuvute muno riu ni kaba magerie mone ni megwithaniria maundu maria maratuma.
Even know when we are flying, we were told we will receive emails from Ethiopian Airlines, but when that will happen we don't know.
Athii hamwe noguo morotete urugamiriri wa ndege makiuga gutire na mibango mikinyaniru egukinyanirio magitariria ni mangikumenyithitio gukanjwo gwa thabari kabere.
Aikone mahenete thiku 7 mararamisio mane mabati gukorwo mathikirio ni thirikari o uria kwahotekeka tondu ni marahitiria andu ingi.
Ngiribotera Kameme TV getwo wa Boi wa Njuguna.
Aturio kaunti ya Nairobi rureke gumenyithia ciigi mogaruruku tongoro-ini na thirikari nene ndiri na mubango wa kuoya uramati wa kaunti ya Nairobi indi ni wiguano kinyaniirio wa kugacithia motungata matiganite thiini wa mucii munene. President William Ruto niwe waniriire uguo indi agwikanirira ngirimiti gatagati ga thirikari nene na thirikari ya kaunti na kuria kaunti ya Nairobi kugunekana kigina kia muigana wa ciringi bilioni 80 cia gukinyaniria uthii wa nambere.
Sorry. Signed copies of the agreement. You can give them a round of applause.
There is no transfer of functions happening. For the avoidance of doubt, I have no interest in running the city of Nairobi. My hands are full. The governor and his team must run the city of Nairobi. But I have an obligation as the President of Kenya to assist the city of Nairobi for all the reasons that I have stated. The Nairobi City County Government retains its legal mandate. What is being enhanced is structured national government support where capital city performance affect the entire republic. This cooperation agreement focuses on 4 key work streams: water and sewerage, roads, bridges and drainage, housing and related infrastructure development, including lighting, as well as solid waste management and Nairobi rivers regeneration.
Section 6 of the Urban Areas and Cities Act, which anchors this agreement, provides that beyond being a county like the other 46 counties, Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya, the seat of the national government, host to diplomatic missions, including the only United Nations headquarters in the Global South, and the center of commerce and industry of the entire region, requiring a special arrangement. This agreement is 13 years overdue, as the provisions of the Urban Areas and Cities Act were already in existence.
Nayo kamiti ya kurana ugumania EACC ni yugite ni irathie na mbere na uthuthuria wa wongerereku wa maratathi ma githomo ma maigirira honge-ini itiganite kiumbe ona cia thirikari. Akiaria hindi ya gwikanirira ngirimiti ya kiwira na ngwataniro ya ramati a mihango ya aruti a wira honge-ini itiganite, muikarigite wa EACC David Oginde augite ni kuri na andu maikitio ngono na mishara ona njoherera iria mamukirire igacokio. Thuthuria wa kwĩtana na maratathi ma gĩthomo ma maigĩrĩra rĩrĩa wambĩkirwo nĩ honge cia ũthuthuria. Rũhonge rwa ũruti wĩra wa mũingĩ rwarekereirie makĩria ma andũ 2,000 arĩa makoretwo mawĩra-inĩ ma thirikari na maratathi ma gĩthomo ma tũcocoro. No rĩu EACC ĩrauga no ĩthiĩte na mbere kũmaikia moko. Kĩgomano-inĩ kĩa ũmũthĩ gatagatĩ ga kanjũ ya aramati ya maũndũ megiĩ aruti wĩra honge-inĩ itiganĩte na EACC, kĩrĩa itanya nĩ kũrĩmĩra mĩtugo mawĩra gwata kũhukia ungumania. Mũikari gĩtĩ wa kamĩtĩ ĩno Bishop David Oginde nĩ atarĩirie makinya marĩa kamĩtĩ ĩno ĩtacũkĩtie gũkinyĩria rĩu harĩ kũhukia andũ matakinyanĩirie gĩthomo wabici-inĩ cia mũingĩ.
If you get employment through a fake certificate, if that you are caught, and the long arm of the law will eventually catch up with you, and it is proven that indeed it happened, you will have to pay back all the monies that you ever earned through that fake certificate. It doesn't matter for how long you held it.
Oginde augĩte kamĩtĩ ya kũhũrana na ungumania nĩ ĩhotete gũkinyia maabithaa maigana ũna mbaũ-inĩ, na thengia ya ũguo magathwo macokie mĩcaara ya ihinda rĩa ũtungata ona njoherera.
There are different stages of investigation, evaluation, and a number of them have already been forwarded for prosecution. Some have been taken to court. Some cases have been concluded. I do not have the exact numbers that right now, but quite a number of them have also paid back what they acquired during that time in the form of any kind of emoluments, whether salary, benefits, and this is something that we really need to alert the public to.
Ifirigisheni ĩrĩgĩrĩirwo kũnyitithio thing'a makĩria. EACC ĩkiuga ũnyitanĩri wayo na rũhonge rwa aramati ya maũndũ makoniĩ aruti wĩra makambuni-inĩ nĩ ũgũteithĩrĩria kũmunya andũ a mũthemba ũyũ na njĩra ĩrĩ na ũhũthũ.
Sometimes in the process of the recruitment, the persons involved in that process might not be aware that what they are handling is actually a fake document. So there's a sense in which you cannot hold them accountable for that. But where we can show that there was actually knowledge, and sometimes it is so, everybody involved takes responsibility.
We believe the HR being a core function in every institution, if we straighten the role of the HR professionals, we will have dealt with a huge component of ethical issues in our countries.
Ihinda-inĩ rĩu kanjũ ya kũramata maũndũ ma aruti wĩra nĩ ĩgathĩrĩirie ũnyitanĩri ũyũ, makiuria ona honge ingĩ ikinyĩre nginyo-inĩ ici gũtigĩrĩra ungumania sekta-inĩ ya wandĩkani nĩ wahuka kaimana. Andũ-inĩ ha Kameme TV rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Mwaura wa Ndung'u. No aruti a wĩra kĩama-inĩ kĩa ũruti wĩra wa ndege kau nĩ marũgamĩtie mũgomo ũrĩa marambĩrĩirie mũthenya wa ira. Mũgomo ũyũ ũrũgamĩtio thutha wa kĩama gĩkĩ kũgĩa na ũiguano na Ministry ya Labour, ũndũ ũmwe na Ministry ya Ũkui hamwe na rũhonge rwa Civil Aviation Authority, na ũmwe wa maũndũ marĩa kĩama gĩkĩ kĩrendaga ũkinyanĩrio arĩ aruti wĩra arĩa marĩ rungu rwa kandarathi maheo wĩra wa gũtũra, ũndũ ũrĩa ũtarĩ ũrakinyanĩrio nginyanagia na rĩu.
Nĩ mũgomo ũrĩa mũthenya wa ira ũrathagathirie mĩhang'o ya ũkui kĩharo-inĩ kĩa ndege kĩa JKIA, no ndũnaingĩra thikũ ya kerĩ ũmũthĩ thutha wa kuonanĩra njũng'wa na rũhonge rwa Civil Aviation Authority, Ministry ya Labour na Ministry ya Ũkui. Aruti wĩra kĩama-inĩ kĩa ũkui wa ndege marũgamia mũgomo ũyũ.
Ministry of Roads and Transport held a conciliatory meeting between the union, the State Department of Labour, the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, and a return to work formula has been formally agreed upon. The ministry wishes to inform all travelers and air operators that it has been agreed that the airport operations be resumed to normalcy immediately.
We are happy that we've had very successful consultations and engagement, bringing together both KCAA management and KAA management. And in effect, Kenya Aviation Workers Union would like to call off the strike action on terms that have been agreed in the return to work formula.
Mwandĩki mũnene wa kĩama gĩkĩ Moses Ndiema augite ni mareketie kuiguithaniria na nyiti itemi mutaratara wa uria aruti wira kiama-ini giki megucokereria wira ukiguithanirio aruti wira rungu rwa grade 4 na 5 metikirio gutwika a member a kiama giki.
We have those that are doable almost immediately. That has been done. Union level of representation at KCAA will now include employees in grades 4 and 5.
No na gukiri uguo riendekithia riao ria aria mari rungu rwa kandarathi kuheo wira wa gutura nduna kinyanirio maundu maria mangi matanatangikirwo makirikana megukinyanirio na ihenya uria kwahoteka kugerera aria mekwamurwo ni ministry ya labor.
The rest of the items cutting across KCAA and KAA are issues that require more time, deliberations, and that is why we have requested the Ministry of Labor to assist us through a process of conciliation. We see it in good faith and engage ourselves and arrive at amicable solutions.
Need to return to work immediately so that we can get our economy back in order as we resolve the other outstanding issues as agreed in a timeline that we'll continue to work on this afternoon.
Maria mangi kiama giki giathingagiriria makinyanirio ni wiguano wa CBA kuma mwaka wa 2015 Kenya Civil Aviation Authority kwaga gutia watho wa igoti wigie gucokia wira muruti umwe wa wira thutha wa kurugamio mugaru na watho gatagati ka mangi. Ngiribotera Kameme TV, ritwa riakwa ni Mubi Wachege.
Nĩ ngatho Mubi Wachege, na twambe twikirie no nĩ ngucokereria na mwangi maingi.
Maya ni mohoro ma Kameme TV. Orerorera Kameme TV.
Tuesday, we are back on the Gen Z manifesto. Well, elections do not start on voting day. Voter registration does. IEBC runs election in this country, but Gen Z decide the future of this nation. So is there a gap that we are missing?
Wewe niongee na wewe saa hii mwenye umekaa tu hapo. Hebu tuongee. Yaani mmekaa tu hapo base mpaka saa hii na mja register as a voter. Shida iko wapi? Join us Majibu Kitao
and Charlotte Kibet from 7:30 to 9 p.m.
only on
K24 and Kameme TV.
Say yes to a box full of what you love only on your StarTimes decoder. This February, Kenya's favorite dating show Hello Mr. Right is serving romance like never before. Make a date with Dr. Ofweneke, Rispa Faith and Gertrude Mungai every Saturday at 8 p.m. on Rainbow TV. Renew your subscription at 329 shillings for the Nyota bouquet on your aerial decoder or 549 shillings for the Nova bouquet on your dish decoder and unwrap endless entertainment. Don't miss a moment of Hello Mr. Right Kenya, where hearts open, choices are made, and real connections begin.
I feel the energy. The sparks really spark.
Download the StarTimes On app to stream Hello Mr. Right. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Maya ni mohoro ma Kameme TV.
Kunyita ugeni thiini wa ikireka ria keri ria gikujo gitu gikundi gitari gia githirikari gia kunyabara utamburukio wa mahinya riu kirenda kamiti ya kurana gukumi EACC undu na maafitha DCI gutafania uthuthuria wigie matata ma uheani wa mahaki ni kanjo ya magavana iria mekinya mbere ya kamiti ya Senate ya guthurima uhuthiri wa kigina kia CPAC. Oho gikundi giki ni kiendekithitie bunge kuhitukia watho niguo kukuruhania ikundi itari cia githirikari ta eroreri mihango-ini ino ita njira ya gucokia mwihoko wa muingi kuri shikaro cia bunge.
The Devolution CSO's working group raises alarm of threats to devolution and calls for citizen action. Nairobi, Kenya. The Kenya Devolution Civil Society Working Group, Kenya Devolution Civil Society Working Group is an umbrella body forum representing civil society across all 47 counties. Raises grave concerns over systematic attempts to undermine devolution through corruption, political standards, and lack of authenticity by state agencies.
My colleagues, hope you are aware what's been happening in this country, how our servants have been behaving before us for the last week. The purpose of this press is because of that concerns. The constitutional legal frameworks for the oversight in relation to the utterances of those whom we told them to represent us or to serve us or be our servants. We have given them the mandate. Article 96 of the Constitution of Kenya mandates the Senate to exercise oversight of our national revenue allocated to the county governments. This is a constitutional duty, not a favor.
We call upon the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, that is EACC, to immediately investigate these allegations. Bribery of public officials undermines the foundation of devolution. If true, both those who pay and those who receive bribes must face the full force of the law. And that brings me to the third point, which is devolution is under threat, and citizens must wake up.
While all this is happening, we see devolution being starved of resources they need to deliver services. County governments are underallocated resources. A case in point is the budget policy statement before Parliament, which has allocated only 420 billion to counties in the financial year 2026-2027, which is far below the CRA recommendation of 458 billion. CRA had factored a number of issues. Number one, revenue adjustment, and said that counties should get an additional 35 billion based on revenue growth.
We are looking at permanently fixing the accountability gaps and restore public trust. We demand that the law be amended to grant accredited civil society organizations with a governance mandate official observer status in all oversight proceedings of the Senate, the National Assembly, and all 47 county assemblies. This observer status would allow CSOs to, 1, monitor proceedings in real time and report to the public, deter corrupt practices through independent presence, provide technical input on governance and accountability matters, bridge the information gap between Parliament and the people, ensure that oversight is conducted in the open and not behind closed doors.
We want to call for action as civil society organizations. We therefore call upon the Director of Criminal Investigation, DCI, and Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, to immediately investigate the bribery allegation against both the governors and the senators. 2, Parliament on both houses to immediately initiate and fast-track legislative amendments granting CSO official observer status in all oversight committees. This is the single most important reform to restore public confidence. 3, Parliament, both houses, to align the equitable share allocation with the Commission on Revenue Allocation, CRA, recommendations, and allocated at least 500 billion to safeguard county service delivery. Subsequent division of revenue deliberation should be based on the costing of functions reported by IGRTC.
Devolution was established to bring services closer to the people when governors refuses to account for public funds. They deny citizens their right to transparent governance. When senators demand or receive bribes to clear governors, they turn oversight into commercial transaction.
Tutikana na icio tukire ingi na family higana aria ithano iria nyumba ciao ciathukangirio na guthererio ni muyoro wa mai kurumirira mutino uria waumanire na ituika ria Mugu wari rimwe wa mai mahiu county-ini ya Naikuru mwaka wa 2024 ni ihetwo mugunda kundu gutari ugwati ni thirikari magitanyo kwambiriria uturo wa weru wakiaria umuthe hindi ya kuheana title cia mugunda kuri family ici hamwe na ciringi 20,000 kuri yo family. Munini wa mutongoria wa bururi Professor Kithure Kindiki ni ugite mbeca ici ni ikomateithiriria kwiyukiriria ringi.
Aikari aria mahutirio ni mutino wa muiyuro wa mai na nyumba ciao guthererio mwena wa mai mahiu kaunti-ini ya Naikuru tariki 29 mweri wa kana mwaka wa 2024 mari na undu wa gukenerera thutha wa thirikari kumathamiria kundu kungi gutari ugwati. Umuthi family 105 iria nyumba ciao ciathereririo ni mai maya ni ihetwo mugunda ni thirikari kundu kuraihu na haria mutino cio wahanikiire.
I'm happy today because the government at least has given us a title deed.
Saba yetu ile tumepatio saisi ni 1.5 kila mwadhiriwa wale 105. Pia ametuahidi kuna wengine walento pia watapatio, kila mtu apatio plot moja.
So kila mtu mwenye atakuwa na title yake by kesho jioni atakuwa ameonyesha shamba yake, aweze kufence shamba yake na aweze kujenga.
Akiaria hindi ya kuheana title kuri family ici au magaretio ni maafitha matiganite thirikari-ini, munini wa president Professor Kithure Kindiki ni anirire kuheana ciringi 20,000 kuri oro family iria ciahutirio ni mutino uyu, no kuringana na family ici ni ciugite mbeca ici ni nini muno ikiringithanio na indo iria mateire hindi ya mutino ucio.
Serikali itatoa leo, sio kesho, ikipeana title deed. Mimi naleta hapa salamu za rais na salamu zangu, hiyo 20,000 for family ya kuwasaidia kwenda kujenga 461 families. Mimi naacha hapa na Governor Susan Kihika.
Watukuje watusaidie kama ni kujenga juu sasa kama sisi wadhiriwa vitu zote zilienda na hatuna kitu ya kujenga. Isipokuwa sasa wametusaidia na 20, wamesema watatupatia 20,000. Tuko na shida lakini tungeomba watusaidie na kitu kingine kama vile wanaweza kutujengea.
Aikari aya ni mamenereirie ruhonge rwa reri kurumirira mutino uyu gukoma kiuria thirikari itashuki ikinya niguo mone kihoto kiao.
We still contend that this was not an accident, and we have requested the government to investigate and tell us what caused the tragedy and the measures they have put in place to ensure the same does not happen again. So that
ihinda-ini riu Kindiki ni athite ministry ya migunda wetha mugunda ungi wa guthamiria family 56 iria ciakite nyumba cia gukomborithia mwena ucio na iria ciathereririo ni muiyuro ucio.
Ngeomba tu kwa hisani ya waathiriwa wengine ambao walikuwa katika hiyo group ya rentals, kama jambo hili linaweza harakishwa kidogo, tunaweza kusikia tuko na afueni ili mambo ilikuwa.
Mugunda uyu uri na kiharo gia gwakwo thukuru, thibitari hamwe na ceceni ingi cia muingi iria iguteithiriria gukura na kurehe uthii wa na mbere mwena ucio.
Tumehakikisha kuwa mabarabara ziko ya kutosha kwa hiyo shamba. Tumehakikisha kuwa kuna ECD, kuna shamba ya shule, kuna shamba ya hospitali na kuna shamba ya maduka na soko.
Handu-ini ha Kameme TV njitagwo Gathoni Wang'ang'a.
Riboti ya gucokeria aikari acio mwihoko ni otugutiriha nayo gikujo gitu kia mohoro matura-ini mangi kumamukira ona cihanda thaa 3. Ijitagwo Mwaura wa Ndung'u Tuma na Nyambura wa mucio memerekini na njira ya utauri yana utuka mwega.
Kameme TV, muthegi wa ruriri. Muthenya mwega umenyekanaga riũa rikiuma ngo-inĩ, na ũngĩkorwo na mũtirithania mwega noguo muthenya waku uthakaraga na ukagĩrĩra. Na nĩkĩo gũkũ gwa Kameme TV tũrĩtirithanagia nawe kwagĩrithia muthenya waku.
Nanie Mobi wa Shege.
Njĩtagwo Kimani wa Ngũnjiri.
Na niĩ Njoroge wa Kimani.
Atunyitanĩra ithuothe niĩ Maina Kĩhumo.
O muthenya wa Jumaine nginya wa Gatano kwambĩrĩria thinacara cia kĩroko nginya thaa 4 cia rũcinĩ.
Kiumbia gĩkĩ tabarĩra-inĩ ya Kameme turarĩma ũrĩithi wa ngũrwe
nigetha tumenye ngũrwe nĩ ire umithio na ũhũthũ wacio na ũritũ wacio ũhana atĩa.
No must wethe irio njega na wakĩre ngũrwe wega